lakes and rivers, the mountain and the sea, are excellent schoolmasters, and teach some of us more than we could ever learn from books.
John Lubbock. Hello everybody.
I'm Mayra.
And I'm Andrea.
Welcome to Eco-Friendly News. In the next couple of minutes, you will be updated with the latest news, starting with Cuba cleans up from Tropical Storm Paula.
Much of Cuba's capital remained without power early Friday following a direct hit from the tropical storm Paula, as cleaning up crews carried away fallen trees and swept up chunks of concrete torn from the city's famed seawall.
The once Category 2 hurricane was downgraded to a tropical depression in the morning with maximum sustained winds dropping from 25 miles per hour, according to the U.S. National Hurricane Center in Miami. Cuban officials discontinued all storm warnings.
Branches and palm fronds, literally the Brom Vernon Fifth Avenue, home to foreign embassies and crumbling mansions, and at least a half dozen large trees had come crashing down into the gates of some properties. Police direct traffic signals were blacked out.
State-run media carried no reports of major damage or injuries, and the island breathed a collective sigh of relief that the storm was not worse. And certainly nothing like the trio of powerful hurricanes that hit it in 2008. In my home, the winds were tremendous, but nothing at all bad happened, said Heidi Lau, a 19-year-old Havana resident. We were expecting a lot more.
The official Communist Party newspaper, Granma, said that the roof of some houses and government buildings were damaged in western Pinar del Rio, Providence, where the storm passed Wednesday and early Thursday. It said electricity pylons were toppled and several banana plantations damaged, but the rain also refilled water reservoirs, and one on the whole will be positive for agriculture.
Rogelio Islas, an agriculture ministry official in the region, told the paper that tobacco picked in past harvests had been safely stored away and was not damaged. Pinar del Rio, vital for Cuba's cigar industry and planting for a new harvest, was to get underway this week. By late morning, the storm was moving east at about 9 miles per hour, and forecasters predicted it to continue the direction before making a gradual turn toward the southeast.
Paula was expected to deliver an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain over central Cuba and the central Bahamas for the next day and a half, and not to an inch over parts of the Florida Keys, the Hurricane Center said. By the time the storm has left Cuba, it will have dumped up to 10 inches of rain in some areas of the island, and impossible flash flows and mudslides were still a threat, forecasters said.
Paula dealt Havana a direct blow Thursday. Heavy rain poured down as dogs felt, and the sea, which had been as flat as a plate, quickly turned violently and forcefully. In most of the city, gas and power was knocked out or switched off, a normal precaution when winds are high. Waves crashed against the flame malecón or seawall, and some streets were inundated with a foot or two of water.
The lights came back in many areas overnight, but went off again before sunrise, presumably to give crews a chance to repair fallen lines. Morning traffic was normal along the Malecón, even as sea spray drifted over the streets.
In 2008, storms did an estimated $10 billion in damage, or a quarter of Cuba's total GDP. A terrible blow for a country already reeling from the global economic downturn. a drop in tourism and low prices for nickel or other raw materials.
Paula brushed by Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula before arriving in Cuba, causing the only fatality associated with the storm so far.
And the second news here in Eco-Friendly News will be rising fuel costs mean higher heating bills this winter.
Households will spend more on heating this winter as fuel prices rise, and colder weather than last year in the Northeast increased demand, the Energy Department said in Wednesday. The average cost to heat a home will rise 2.5% or $24 to $986 because the price of all the fuel except electricity will rise modestly, the department said in its annual winter heating outlook.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration expects the Northeast, which accounts 80% of the heating oil use, will be about 5% colder from October through March than a year ago. The South will be about 15% warmer. Overall, the lower 48 states will be 3% warmer. Homeowners who use heating oil will see their bills rise 12% to $2,124 from $1,906. The fuel will average $3.06 a gallon, up 8% from $2.83 in 2009.
Those who use natural gas will spend an average of $778 on heat this season, up to $27 from last winter.
The increase reflects a 5.7% rise in prices and a 2% drop in consumption. Households using primarily propane for heat will spend an average of $1,966 this winter, an increase of 7.5% from a year ago.
The availability of propane in the North is the most significant concern because the Enterprise Products Partners had closed 3 New York terminals until later this year after finding a leak in the pipeline, the department said.
Thank you so much for watching Eco-Friendly News. Bye!